It is your girl, Miss Leda, and I am back with another video. As you guys already know, I have been under the weather, so this is going to be a repeat video. It really didn't get a lot of play this time because I didn't get a chance to debut it. So I am simply replaying my first interview with J. Michael. And for those of you guys who missed it, make sure you check it out. Hey, Gangsta Emoji fans, this your girl Leda, and today do I have a treat for you. On the phone, I have none other than J. Michael. Say hey. The Realionaire. So today we're gonna get into. I'm sorry. All right now. So today we're gonna get into some pretty heavy topics, and I want you to be none other than the Realionaire. All right. Okay. So first and foremost, how did you and Mama Selena meet?
We met at her job. She worked at the doctor office I go to.
Oh, okay. And
I walked up on her, and she said she was married, so she didn't give me no plate. But I didn't. I kept on, seeing how she hitting her, seeing how she doing and stuff like that. But she never gave me no plate.
okay. Now, how long have you guys actually been married?
3 years.
Okay. How many kids do you have, and how many grandkids?
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
I got what? I'm trying to count 'em. I got 8 kids and 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 9 grandkids.
Okay. So, let me ask you this. How has going to prison 3 times changed you and shaped you as a man?
Well, the first time I went to prison, I ain't learned nothing because I was young.
Mm-hmm.
So I still had that play in me. Because when you like 18, 19, you feel like, I can go do these 2, 3 years and still come out and have time. So
Definitely.
the third time I went to prison, I was a little older, still had that play cause I'm like, man, I'm still young. But this last time I went to prison, it wasn't for me because I had 40 years and God blessed me to get out. And I said I don't want to go back because there's nothing in prison but your freedom gone, other people telling you what to do, when you can go outside, when you can eat, when you can watch TV. That's not a life to live.
Definitely. So, let me ask you, who would you like to work with on YouTube and also musically?
On YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
me,
Yes. Who would you like to
I
work with?
really don't care who I really don't care who I don't work with. I prefer to really work with smaller YouTubers, and if bigger YouTubers want to work with me, that's cool. But I try to help the people that don't have the attention, that people that's trying to do what we do to get a bigger platform, because they are appreciated more than people that got the bigger platform.
Okay,
And
definitely.
music wise, whoever work, if they call me, I'll work with them. I don't care who I work with.
Okay. What other music videos would you like to produce, and how did you get into the music industry?
I've been doing music since I was 8 years old. My brother Kenny and my cousin Terry, and my brother Juan, they used to rap, and I used to beatbox. But I seen them getting all the girls rapping. I said, oh man, I better learn how to rap because they getting all the girls. So I started learning how to rap, and then back going to prison, being in the cell 20 hours a day. You ain't got no time. You ain't got enough time to write raps and practice your skills.
Definitely. Okay. Do you have anything that you would like to produce in the near future?
No, not really. I'm older now, so I just do it for fun. But I really want to help the young people, to let them know if you got talent, don't be scared of your talent. Pursue it.
Definitely, definitely. So I know in your video you said that you managed to stay at home and you still make money to take care of your wife and your family. You got to let a sister know how you do that because I need to increase my coins.
I go out and shoot videos, then, I make beats for people and I sell them. But I really don't make the beats. My dude make the beats and I sell them for him.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. So you stated that your... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Keep it 100. Being in the streets, I'm out the streets now, but I still got people that still owe me a lot of money that still be coming to me, bringing me money they owe me.
Okay. Okay. Now you stated your family... I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
I said this last time I got shot, that made me get out the streets because I'm looking like, man, I'm about to lose everything, my family and my life. So, you gotta take heed to that. And that's what I did.
Definitely. Now you stated that your family on your dad's side was millionaires. If I'm not mistaken, I heard something about you being a millionaire before.
Yeah, when I was like 2021, I had got a record deal with A&M Records, and it was 2.5 million for my whole label. At that time, I had BWF Records, and so they gave me a distribution deal and a recording contract. But I had a bunch of yes men around me, and so studied them saying, man, we ain't got to sell dope no more. We still went out there selling dope after I signed this contract, and the ink wasn't even dry before I got in trouble.
Mm.
That's how I got that contract.
Okay. Okay. All right, now we fit to get into the beef stew. You ready?
Put the seasoning in that stew.
Okay. Now, did Erica tell you out of her own mouth that Mucker family beat her? Because I noticed in your comments that you said yes, but you never verbally mentioned it.
Yeah, she told me that, but I felt she was playing, so that's why I never elaborated on it, because I said, I think she's trying to do a series. So when she called me and said it, she was like, Mr. Mucker put his hands on me, and I started laughing. She was like, no, I'm serious. I said, okay, what series you starting? So that's why I never took it serious.
Okay. Now, how can women embrace her if she's playing on the emotion of others with such a sensitive topic?
Women, you got a lot of women out there that do the same thing she do. She's young. She was impressed by Mr. Cryer. She's trying to do whatever to get her channel going. But to embrace her, study dog her, tell her what she's doing wrong. Tell her about her mistakes. Tell her how you gonna be the little boy that cried wolf. So when something really do happen, then ain't nobody gonna believe you because all the games you was playing. She can't do that, and that's what women need to encourage her on. Study bashing her in the comments.
Now, I myself witnessed her kind of get caught up into a lie. She was doing Lori was doing a live, and she said that she didn't know D. Lori. But however, she retracted her comment and then called her on the phone. Like, how do you not know this person, but yet and still you got their number? So, I mean, it makes it difficult for people to embrace her because you don't know what's true and what's not true.
That's true.
Okay.
But again, that comes around to family upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Like she said in one of her videos, as if we can believe that she really didn't have no upbringing. So if you friends with this certain person and you snake her and go behind her back and mess with her man, that right there, people shouldn't embrace her then from that.
Mm-hmm.
But they still embraced her. And through her videos, she lied in certain videos, but people still embraced her. Why they embraced her? Because they want to know what she gonna do next and what lies she gonna come up with. Because her page is steady growing, so evidently
True. Now, do you know if her and D. Lori were actually friends before Erica got with Crier?
Yeah, I heard that out of D-Larry's mouth. Yeah, that they was cool.
Okay.
But me personally, I don't know. Again, that's here later speculation. So I really don't know. You got to go by what they tell you.
Right. Okay. Now, in the video that Erica posted with Crier, I keep hearing him say, "You keep disrespecting me. Get out my house." Why didn't Erica play that portion of the video? What was she doing to disrespect him at that particular point in time?
By not leaving.
Okay.
She wasn't leaving when we wanted her. She wasn't leaving fast enough, according to Mr. Crier.
Okay.
But according to him, he never put his hands on her. So don't nobody really know because it just was an audio.
Mm-hmm. Now, in the other video, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
In the other video that she played of Crier talking to a family member, it sounds like he was really, really frustrated in regards to the storm and that his lights had went out and he felt, kind of frustrated because of the fact that here it is. He got Dion, who was probably about a month and a half at that time frame. And he also had Erica, but his son took in a dog over him, his little brother, and Erica. Now, my question is, I'm sorry?
That don't fall on the Prince family, though.
Exactly, it doesn't fall on the Prince family. Now, I do know that the Prince family made a statement that that they didn't say her name, but they alluded to the fact that they didn't want to take her in because they feared that if they took her in, that their kids would wake up with a knife in their bed. What transpired that they made that comment?
I don't believe that part. I just feel the Prince family just seen the messiness in her, and they didn't want to take no chance of bringing somebody they felt or feel that was messy to mess up what they got going on. That's what I think. And because he told his dad from jump not to talk to her, but his dad did it anyway. Because you got to think, she was messing with M and Vaughn, so they knew a little bit about her from messing with M and Vaughn. So they didn't want to take no chance by bringing that certain person to their home, and that's understandable. And then, your daddy, he had a little bit of money, so why he couldn't go to a hotel? However, and that's just my opinion.
Now, I know at that point in time, because I am in Texas, like a lot of the hotels didn't have power as well. So it was very difficult to even find a hotel. So I can understand that aspect as why he didn't go to a hotel. And then in Houston, they also had problems with the water. And so that made it even more difficult, especially with the newborn. You don't want to give them water from the tap. But I do recall a situation or a story where Erica took a knife and stabbed the air mattress at Crier's house. Do you remember that?
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
I heard about it, but again, just because somebody say something don't mean it's really true. Because if I don't know if I don't have facts, I don't speak on it.
Well, now that came out of Erica's mouth that she stabbed the mattress because it was her mattress. And so that's why I thought the Prince family had made that comment.
They probably made that comment off of that, but I never heard that because I never watched that video.
Okay. Now, I know you're close to D and Mattia. Gangsta Moji had actually put out a post reporting, stating that if anyone had been scammed by a YouTuber before, to report to the post. I asked them myself if I could do an interview and they declined, but they did comment on the post with their hands up as if they had been scammed before. Is there anything that you can state in regards to that situation?
Well, according to them, they gave a certain person some money, and the person ain't do the video with them.
Okay.
And with this Latoya situation that they did the interview with, I'm glad they doing their thing. I'm happy about that. But I felt they shouldn't have did it. Just my opinion. I felt they shouldn't have did it because when Latoya was with Mr. Crier, she didn't think about them. Mr. Crier dogged him. Said he don't work with small
Now I know you said in the past that their relationship was fake. Is there anything that you have that proves that their relationship was fake, or this is just your opinion?
I don't got nothing to prove to say they was fake. It's just you can watch their demeanors. Now him, he looked like he was really into her. This is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Her, she was too much. She was too much of a yes woman. If you watch their videos, she was always yeah, baby. She was too much of a yes woman to say she was a real woman. I mean, I can be wrong, but to me, everything Mr. Cryer said, she agreed with it. She didn't challenge him. She didn't say, baby, you wrong, or nah, she just agreed with everything.
Okay.
So I assume, I say this can't be real just because some women got to have some kind of backbone somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Now, what about with Erica and the Mucker? Because I noticed when they were interacting on their videos, Erica didn't engage with him. She didn't make eye contact with him in the beginning.
Now, just my opinion again.
Okay.
You got a fresh baby.
Mm-hmm.
True enough, you might like Mr. Mucker or you into Mr. Mucker, but your heart wasn't all the way there. Your heart was still with your baby daddy. Because you got a fresh baby, he got a new woman, he flossing this woman all on YouTube. He doing stuff he didn't do with you, putting money in her hand, showing her, talking all this and that, kissing her and all this and that. He didn't do that with you. You feeling some type of way. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I think she liked him, but she wasn't into him at that time because her heart is still with her baby daddy.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this. How do you feel about what Erica did to the Ewing family? Did she tell you not to work with them as she's told others?
She never told me that, but people can tell me whatever. J. Michael don't do what J. Michael do. So she never told me that, but I did hear from the Ewing family that they did some business and then they paid her and she took the video down. Now that wasn't cool. I mean, if these people paid you, why would you take the video down? Now I fought both sides. When they paid you, y'all should have got possession of the video. If I'm paying you for a video, I want possession so I can put it on my own page and do whatever. I ain't got to worry about you dictating the video.
Mm-hmm.
So that it falls on both parties. She was wrong for taking it down. They was wrong for not getting possession of their product.
Okay. I definitely see how you feel about that. Okay. So why do you only react to Mr. Cryer's videos, The Prince Family, and Love by Erica?
Well, Mr. Cryer, me and him got a personal beef, and the beef is because of his son. If he do what he's supposed to do for his son, people wouldn't hear me say nothing about Mr. Cryer. But quit putting this fake persona on this YouTube like you this perfect daddy, like you this awesome daddy, and you not. That's the only problem I have with Mr. Cryer is because he don't do what he's supposed to do for his son. You said it out your own mouth that you pay these women and you pay other people to do YouTube. Why you don't pay your son? Why? Because that's your son? No. You still supposed to teach him morals. You're supposed to teach him business ethics. Because I'm your daddy, I'm going to pay you. And then the Prince family paid him for his videos
Mm-hmm.
to be in their videos. So why he can't do his son like that?
Okay.
That's why I be on this top.
How does Darion feel about you going so hard on his dad on a daily basis? Does he feel like your dislike for his dad is going to rub off on him later on? Is it going to become a learned behavior in your eyes?
He came to me one time and was like, do you like my daddy? I said, I ain't got no problem with your daddy. The only problem I got with your daddy is the way he treats you. And this came out his mouth. He said, well, do you think it's wrong if I feel some type of way that my dad don't react to my videos, but he react to my brother videos? I said, now you see why I go hard on your daddy, because you 13 years old, and if you see that, then everybody else see that. See, Darion is the type, this is how his mama raised him, to not be disrespectful. So if he feels something wrong with his mom or his dad, he's not going to speak on it, because to him, that's my mom and my dad, so I'm not going to disrespect them.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not
Yeah.
And see, and before I post videos, I let his mama hear it, I let him hear it before I even post videos. So if they say, oh, don't put that up, it's bad, then I won't put it up. But they don't be saying nothing. They be like, oh, it's cool to me, and I put it up.
Okay. Now, do you know if Mr. Cryer has a savings account for Darion or a trust fund for the videos that he's made?
Nah, very young got a bank account that his mama set up. But according to him, he said he got a bank account down there with his mom, with his dad. But the deal was you put half of the money in his bank account and you send her half of the money. But he ain't been doing that.
Okay. Now, in the Prince family music video, they mentioned that Mr. Cryer lost everything and that he lost it to you when you got with Mama Selena. How do you feel about that? And do you think that makes him the way he is extremely tight with money because of the fact that he's lost everything before?
Nah, I just feel he's the type of person that like the power. He like people to bow down to him. He like the control. He's a narcissist, so he like that control. It ain't got nothing to do with what I took from him or your ex-wife. It ain't got nothing to do with that because you really wasn't doing nothing when you was here. So that got nothing to do with it. It's he like to be in control. He let this money change him into somebody that he's not.
Okay.
Because when you really a nobody, and now you got money and get this attention, you feel like somebody. You don't want to lose that control. So me doing this and that, this is nothing to him. To him, he feels like he didn't upgrade it. So this is nothing.
Okay. Okay. Do you feel like when you're addressing things that Erica has said about Mr. Cryer, that you're letting some of your pillow talk with Mama Selena get out?
Nah, cause see, like I said, before I say something, I talk to my wife and let her know what I'm gonna say. So if she be like, no, don't say, cause there's a lot of stuff I was gonna say, and she said, well, don't say that part, and I don't say that.
Okay. Okay. Now, when you did your reaction video to Wet Baby and Mr. Cryer, when did you find out it was a lie, and how did you find out it was a lie?
No, I been knew it was a lie. I just reacted on it just to be reacting on it. But what made me feel it was a lie because if I'm pregnant by this man, I'ma show my face. If I'm pregnant by this man, I'm not gonna disguise my voice. I'm coming hard in the paint so people can see. Yeah, I'm pregnant by this man. This is me. This is how I look. I ain't playing no games. So for her to hide her face, her voice, and all this and that, I say somebody playing games. But I'm still gonna react on it because I had a lot of requests. That's the only reason I did. But I felt it was fake from the beginning.
Okay. Now, I did an interview with her, and she kept saying that all of this was stemmed from Erica. Do you believe that?
I really can't say who it came from, but I feel it came from somebody that put her up to it. Now she might be saying it Erica, and for her to keep saying it's Erica, who's to say Mr. Cryer ain't put her up to it himself and made it seem like it was him? Don't nobody know.
That's true.
Because on this thing, people do play games to boost their channel up to make other people look good. So we don't even know if Mr. Cryer said, hey, act like you put all this information out there. I'm going to pay you to say this and this and that to make it seem like me. I'm going to tell you personal information to seem like, and then just say Erica told you. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mr. Crier's slick like that now. Don't let him fool you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, in regards to the young lady who made you upset last week, I don't agree with the things that she said, but do you feel like you threatened her?
Nah, I ain't threatening her.
Okay.
Basically what I was telling her was, cause you see people on YouTube or on the internet, you can't judge a book by its cover because some of these people that's out here have a real past. That's real dangerous. So you have to be mindful of what you say to people on here because you think people can't get to you. What I meant by that is, who's to say one day you don't be at Cedar Point? Who's to say one day you don't be at Kings Island to protect
True.
That's basically what I was saying.
Okay. Now, how do you know that Mr. Cryer has recorded your conversations? Did Erica tell you that, or you have personal knowledge for yourself of that?
One day I was on the phone with him, and I could hear somebody pushing something to try to record him.
Okay. Now, with you saying that Erica is a liar and she has mental problems, how do you still interact with her, and how do you decipher what's true and what's not true?
Because the thing with Erica, I know she have a problem, and I'm not going to turn my back on somebody that have a problem. I'm going to try my best to help that person to see where they going wrong, to help them stop lying, stop playing the victim. Because when a person start lying and they start believing their own lies, they don't know reality from fake. So I'll just be trying to help her like a big brother.
Mm-hmm. Now, most men wouldn't continue to deal with a woman, especially if they tried to disrupt their home. How do you remain friends with her after she basically said that you tried to get at her or you were being flirtatious with her?
Well, when you know it ain't true and you got a strong woman at home, you really don't have nothing to worry about. Because, see, once again, I tell Mama Selena everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama Selena know if I'm lying, if I'm playing games. She's been with me long enough to know that. So, and I told her, yeah, Erica said this and this and that, and that's probably why Erica wanted to talk. This is my wife. That's why Erica probably wanted to talk to me before she can try to put them lies in my ear. I said, yeah, that could have probably been it, but she probably wanted to get some questions about Mr. Cryer. But to answer your question to why I still remain friends with her is because I really know she have a problem and she need help. Everybody can't turn their back on her. Somebody got to take a chance or be willing to help that young lady before she self-destruct.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many times are you going to be willing to put your toes in that hot water before you feel like Erica has burned you? Because Mama Selena has said that y'all all was stupid before. She was getting on y'all, you, Gangsta Emoji, and Cryer, saying stupid, stupid, stupid.
Yeah, my wife told me before she even got my number. That's a bad idea. I said, nah, this cool, it's cool. And sure, it came and slapped me in the back of my head.
I understand that.
But my feet ain't in the hot water no more because I ain't really been talking to her.
Okay.
So I'm letting her figure out who she is right now on her own and letting some of this mess die down.
Mm-hmm.
And let her get savage the little relationship she got left with Mr. Mucker. I'm gonna let her figure that out on her own and let's see how her and Mr. Mucker savage their relationship before any other interference come in.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think Mucker gonna experience some of the things that Cryer's experiencing when dealing with Erica and the new baby?
If she don't change and become a woman, oh yeah, he gonna feel that pain. Okay. That's if she ain't willing to change. Now, if she's willing to change to become that woman for him, then he won't experience. But me talking to Mr. Mucker, he ain't gonna go for it for too long.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, what happened with the contest that Erica did, the intro? Who won, and why didn't you enter into the contest?
Sure, I thought the contest was over after all this stuff came out because I ain't never heard nothing else about the contest.
I haven't either. I know she took all the videos down, but she never picked a winner and kind of left it alone. Okay.
Yeah, I never heard nothing else about it. I was waiting because everybody was asking me to get into it, but I was like, no, I ain't gonna get into it. I'm gonna just let somebody else win and see how they talent is. But I never, once she said that one thing about it, I never heard nothing else about it.
Okay. Now, this is my last question for you. You continue to call Mr. Cryer Liar Cryer. What has he lied about? And do you think it would be better to work with Cryer and be on his side?
Nah, Mr. Cryer would never work with me. If he do, that'd be shocking to me. But I call him Liar Cryer because, one, you made it seem like you was a good husband. saying?
Mm-hmm.
Five, you make it seem like you this hard gangster dude. You ain't none of that. So
Okay.
I'm gonna continue to call him Live Crier until he look at that man in the mirror and start recognizing who he is and be that person that he's supposed to be and quit be perpetrating like he's somebody he's not.
Okay. Now I know I said that was my last question, but you brought up some more questions for me.
Keep on going. Keep on going.
Okay. Now, being that he was in prison before, I kind of feel like he's trying to live out his youth at this particular point in time. And so that's why he's acting the way he's acting. Do you agree with that? Or do you have a thought about that? Like, did it change you in regards to going to prison and you come out and act like, you were trying to retain your youth?
Nah, the thing with Mr. Crier, like I said earlier in this conversation, is he's got money now.
Mm-hmm.
Because before he started making money, he had change. Because he thought he was the stuff off his son money. He started his attitude change. And that wasn't even your money. That's your son money. And you start acting like you was the stuff. He's that because he's a narcissist. He want to be in control and he want people to bow down to him. That's Mr. Crier.
Okay.
It ain't got nothing to do with prison. Now you do have people that get institutionalized, but that don't got nothing to do with the way your attitude is. That ain't got nothing to way you feel you got to talk to all these young women. I mean, you have some old dudes that feel they want to talk to young women because it makes them feel young, and they feel they can control these young women, manipulate them because some of these old cats can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it is.
Okay. Okay. Well, I truly appreciate you doing this interview with me. And guys, you heard it from the millionaire himself. So let's keep this going. Let's do another interview later on, when you decide to do some other bigger things for us.
I'm on it. Just let me know what y'all need, and Michael gonna put it out there.
All right, J. Michael.
Put out there.
Well, you have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will talk with you again soon.
All right. Hey, y'all. We holla.
Bye.
You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Till next time, I am your girl, Miss Leda, and I am out this